welcome back to another video. I hope you guys have all been doing well. Guys, we're so happy to be here today because it's actually our very last video of the year. We have actually made it this far. So pat on the back because it's been a ride. We told ourselves that we would be consistent this year. We told ourselves that we would try and produce at least 2 videos a month, and we have pretty much kept to it. Only thing was that obviously there might have been times where we didn't upload, but we still filmed. So we still made sure that we kept to our word and filmed the videos. So I'm very, very proud of both of us. Yeah. Very proud of you for being here. I was here most of the time. He was actually here, guys. So it's actually a big deal. But yeah, overall, we want to thank God for really allowing us to, come this far. From January to December, and we made it this far, so yeah, really happy. Anyway, so if you're new here, this is Heart to Heart, where we talk about all things health, healing and well-being, and obviously it's mainly usually me and Ben, but we try to get different guests here and there every now and then. So this year we told ourselves we'd really be consistent, and we have seen the impact of being consistent. We have got feedback from different people telling us about how the videos have been impacting them, and we want to thank you guys for actually being there with us, because when you guys watch, you encourage us to keep going, because at least we know we're not just doing this for just nothing. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing it for someone out there. Even if 1 or 2 of you guys get something out of the things that we talk about, it's a massive blessing to us, and we feel like we're actually fulfilling the goals and the reasons as to why we're doing this in the first place. So yeah, any words you have?
No, you basically said it all. Definitely, we really appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can continue the same momentum next year. Definitely. Yeah, so next year we want to try and do probably we might try to do different things. So we might do some shorts, we might do some reels on Instagram. We want to try and branch off and try to do different things. I know, to be honest, we talk a lot. Well, I talk a lot. So it's a bit difficult to be doing the shorts because we want to get the message in, we want to really dissect and go into the topics. So yeah, but we definitely also want to I want to see more guests, experiences and situations that they have gone through that might be really helpful or impactful for you guys. And what else do you want to see? What I actually want to see next year is mostly for you guys to interact as well. Maybe there's some of you that are going through something that we haven't talked about, so you can put it out there and see if we have a perspective about it. Or we might if we don't, we can try to get someone that can give their perspective that will help you a bit better. Like she said, more guests from next year. So definitely we want to hear from you guys. Comment underneath on the video what you'd like us to talk about, or questions, whatever question you may have. Just feel free to put it under there.
Yeah, definitely. But guys, so this video today honestly is very free. It's free flowing video because it's the last video of the year. It's literally almost Christmas, and I want us to actually talk a little bit about Christmas as well and what it means to us, because obviously now it's that time of the year where everyone's kind of stopping work, getting together with family, traveling, doing all sorts of stuff. During Christmas time, it is a time that's actually really special for us Christians. You guys hear a lot about our situations in life and the things we go through, and we always give you guys verses. We give you Bible verses, we give you topics and insights that we get that is inspired by God. And obviously our Christian walk would not even be very valid without the birth of Jesus Christ. Really, to me, Christmas is all about reflecting on the birth of Jesus. We know that the 25th of December was not that actual birthday. They don't actually record Jesus' actual birthday in the Bible. We know that obviously it was a man-made and formed by people of the past, but the whole aim of it is that Jesus was born at some point. And even though there's all these different theories, and some people saying it was September or something, or in spring or whatever, the point is Jesus was born at some point, and basically it's a perfect opportunity for us to actually celebrate the fact that he was born, and the fact that him actually now coming into the world meant eternal life for us. It meant love, it meant joy, it meant everything that we as Christians believe Jesus brought us. And to us, you know, especially like the lives that we live, knowing how much peace, how much joy we have in knowing Jesus, like that is a blessing in itself to celebrate. And so I guess in this time, for me, I just feel like I'm reflecting on now, you know, the life of Jesus and who he is in my life, what it means to have him, and what a joy and what a blessing it is to be able to know him for myself. So yeah, what does Christmas mean to you?
No, definitely it's the same.
Yeah.
Most Christians will come up and say the same thing. You're just celebrating the birthday of Jesus in a way. You know, everyone has their birthday, and as Christian, when it's your father, when it's Jesus' birthday, and that's kind of how we look at it. Every day is celebrated around the world for different reasons. But Christians, they don't know exactly when Jesus was born, so we pick the day, and we're like, this is the day we're going to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Everything else that you see, like the Christmas trees, the decoration, and all these other things, people do that in their own reasons to say, oh, the worldly side of things. But for Christians, is to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Basically, that's what we look towards.
So I guess so it's now that time, obviously, for us to reflect. Anyone out there who, you know, is Christian, Merry Christmas, because obviously we know why we're celebrating. Anyone out there that is not Christian, still Merry Christmas to you guys too. Jesus still loves you, no matter what. Whether you love him, you don't love him, you don't know him, he still loves you. So I hope that you guys have honestly a lovely time this Christmas, a time of literally just reflecting, of joy, of giving, of loving, and loving on your family and the people around you, and just thinking about the blessing that we received when we got Jesus Christ in our lives. So
one thing I wanted to add as well, it's not, if you think about it, it's not only Christians, because when you think about it, when the world is celebrating Christmas, what do you think they're celebrating it for? Why was that holiday?
Everyone's celebrating different things.
No, I mean, like, why was that day? You know how in America they have Martin Luther King Day, where they celebrate it. It's only for that. And in China they have Chinese New Year. In different countries they have different days that they celebrate different things. But every single country around the world celebrates Christmas. You know, it's because it's the birth of Jesus. Not because like, oh, this person did this or that person did that, or it's a holiday that was chosen because our country was free or anything like that. But it's because of the birth of Jesus that the whole world, the 25th of December, is put aside for that. When you're celebrating that, that's what it's for. But nowadays, the world is trying to change it and say, happy holiday or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, why was that holiday placed there? It was because of the birth of Jesus. That's why it was placed there.
Well, so one thing that I was actually doing a bit of like research yesterday, because I was just started contemplating, especially even like with our Christmas tree, like putting it up and that. I was like, why do we even need a Christmas tree? Why do we have a Christmas tree? I've been asking a lot of whys. And when we really look into it, when we look deeper into the history of the Christmas tree and why it came about, a lot of people are saying that it was actually like a pagan holiday. So back in the days, apparently like Germany or parts of Europe, it would snow like really badly, and when it snows, it would be like pitch black dark, so they wouldn't be able to like see anything, do much basically. So, but one thing they noticed was that the Christmas tree was actually an evergreen tree. So no matter what the weather was, the tree was always evergreen. So they decided, we're gonna bring that tree into our house and we're gonna have it as a symbol of like life. Knowing that, okay, like even though it is pitch black and it's kind of scary at the moment, like it will still live again. Life will still come, growth and all the things that we're looking forward to after this period has gone are still gonna be there. And I think apparently they would wait for, they worship like a god or something, the god of the sun, Saturnalia or whatever, for the god to basically like bring out the sun when the sun came out, blah blah blah. Anyways, I didn't look too deep into that because it's a pagan tradition apparently. It was like a pagan tradition where they worshipped like gods and gods. And some people are saying, so why do us as Christians have a Christmas tree then, or why do we decorate? Why do we participate in this? But actually, apparently, one of the kings back in the days Queen Victoria's husband, whoever, I can't remember his name, King Charles, whatever his name was, he basically made it, obviously, you know, the kings and the queens, they can make rules, and the rules have to apply to all people, right? So they came up with a rule that, okay, you know what, they were in Europe, they saw that they liked a tree looked cool, the tradition looked cool, they brought it into their house, and then in England there, and then they decided, okay, yeah, we're going to make a tradition now, we're to put up the Christmas tree, and we're going to call it, you know, this and this. Like, Christianity turned it into like a part of the celebration, as in, okay, but when it comes to this time, we're going to make it, you know, like the birth of Jesus, we're going to make it about Christ, we're going to make it about, so they basically turned it into their own thing, right? So what am I trying to say in all of this? Like, one thing that I kind of like got dropped in my spirit when I was really kind of looking into this was, okay, let's say the tree, for example. The tree was created, right? Who created the tree in the first place? God, right? All things are created by God. I'll give you guys that verse that says, you know, through you and from you are all things, right? So whether the people of that time, Germans or people who were, you know, who created this tradition from a pagan idea, right? Or pagan, basically worshipping other gods, whether they were trying to use like God creation to do their own thing or not, at the end of the day, the creation is still God's. God still created all things, and all things were not man-made. Therefore, yes, you can use creation to try to represent your own beliefs. We can be like, well, the tree was actually created by God, and yes, the people of that time decided to create their own belief system of the tree and that. We can also do the same, because what does the tree mean? The name of the tree, even evergreen, it's always green. And what does the greenery and the plants usually symbolize? Growth, prosperity, and like newness, and basically all things that you want to see, health, basically, right? So we can also create our own meaning out of it. I think that's how I decided to see it, because obviously I don't want to be also participating in the pagan traditions as well. You know what I mean? Because if you guys read deeper into it, it's not that great. So there's a lot of weird stuff there. So what we're going to do is focus on the birth of Jesus. We're going to focus on creation. We're going to focus on the fact that we have joy, we have peace, we have all that we need because of the fact that, you know, Jesus was born on that day.
You can use anything to have your own reason why you celebrate something. But at the end of the day, you said it perfectly. God created all things.
All things.
You can use it however you want. It's still going to be for, you know, for His purpose. So,
exactly. So basically, guys, we don't even have too much to say like in this video. All we really wanted to kind of do, okay, end of the year video. What do we want to put out there? Also, another thing I was telling you before was, what have we learned basically what have we learned throughout this year? What's like the biggest lesson that you have learned throughout the year, and like that has impacted you, that you're kind of reflecting on, and that will help you kind of as you go into the next year? I think we'll end with that, so that we can just.
Is there one? Do we have to say
actually, if you have more, is more like big lessons that have stood out to you?
I basically can say two. For my first one, it will basically have to be, you know, like my whole life I kind of juggle everything around. Like, I would like to do this, I would like to do that, I'll do this, I do that. Whoever asks me, I try to help them. Not really prioritizing what's more important and what's not. Yeah, that's one of the biggest lessons I learned this year, and I'm pretty sure to focus on what's important. Alright. And the second thing that I'd like to say is, I'm pretty sure we both I went through it this year, which is terrible tools. You know, since we had actually, the first year was beautiful, everything was all calm, we were enjoying it. I can't wait to have another one. And then boom, the second year came. It's not to say it's horrible, we don't love it. I love every bit of it, you know. The bad and the good, I love every bit of it. I'm going to remember it, and we're going to laugh about it. But, you know, the terrible too, the parenting side of things kicks in. Things that you actually have to say no, things that you actually have to be stern with, and waking up, being aware, all of that kicks in that moment. And I feel like that's the biggest one I learned this year. And everything else was little here and there, but I think for me, those are the two big things that I actually learned this year.
Yeah, definitely. So guys, I have obviously learned a lot of different lessons as well. Like if you guys have been watching the videos, we would have been telling you guys so many of the things that we've been learning from like just a whole spectrum of different areas. Like Ben said, having Archie, having being, you know, husband and wife, living in this world, just everything. Like there's so much that we've learned. But I think the biggest ones that have stood out for me, especially in regards to doing this, is that like even if you don't feel like doing something, you still gotta get up and do it, because your word means everything. Like it's like your covenant, right? We told God, or I told God, that every, you know, fortnight we're gonna put up a video, right? And we tried our best to be really, really consistent, and we pretty much did it most of the time. Even if we didn't upload for whatever reason, we still did film. So for me, that's like a pat on the back, like we're saying at the start, and it's kind of like a, no matter what you're doing in life, like just give it your all. And if you make a decision in your heart that you want to do something, stick to it. Because every time we give up, like we pretty much won't even see what will come out of what we're doing, and we won't see the end result. Because I was watching something before and it was saying there's a seed season, so a season where you're planting your seed, and there's a harvest season. We don't know exactly how long that seed season is going to take. Some plants will take forever before they begin to uproot and before we see any flowering from them, right? But at the same time, some plants might be quick. So we just have to wait and see when the harvest will come. But as long as you're planting, as long as you're continuously, it might take all winter, right? An avocado tree, there's only certain seasons that the fruits will come, the avocado fruit will come. It might take a whole year until next winter, so we will not see any avocado until next winter, right? But as long as the tree is there, the tree is being watered, the tree is in the right environment, you're planting, you will see the harvest. So for me, that's something massive that I've learned, that, you know what, no matter what you're doing in life, give it your all. And as long as you started, keep going, because you just don't know when the harvest will come and when the blessing will come. And being super patient, basically. Being very patient with the process, trusting that the process will get you to where you're trying to get to. So that's probably one of the biggest ones I've learned. There's so many other ones about, you know, being parents, so many, but I think we'll talk about them next year, to be honest. I think, all the new things that we want to talk about, we're going to leave it for the next video for next year. And we look forward to seeing you guys, you know, continuing to be here. Thank you all so much for literally being here, because you guys are literally like what encourage us to keep filming. Like otherwise, if no one was watching, we'd just be like, well, why are we even filming, you know? But the new subscribers as well that have subscribed, we appreciate you so much. And we pray and we hope that the things that we talk about, the stuff that we encourage you guys about, will bless you guys, will help you guys in life and in just anything that you might be going through. That's why we want you guys to send us things as well, so that we can maybe do some research and talk about it as well. And we'll let you guys know, you know, what's going to happen next year soon. But basically, we kind of gave you a little bit anyways at the start. But we look forward to seeing you guys continuing this journey with us. And we hope that you guys have a beautiful Christmas with your family, with your friends. And you guys are blessed. So, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching.
Guys, we would like to see more of you guys next year as well. If you're on there and you would like to come on the line with us,
come through.
Don't feel shy. Just, you know,
give us a DM.
DM, and then we'll see where God leads us for you to talk.
100%.
So definitely.
100%. Let us know. So thank you all so much, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video next year. Merry Christmas, guys, and a Happy New Year. Anything you want to say? Are you going to tell them Merry Christmas, or?
I think you already said it. So
you're never going to tell them?
Wow.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, give it a comment if you guys have anything you want to say, and follow Heart to Heart on Instagram as well.
Definitely. It's an awesome one, guys. I actually like that one.
See you next year.
See ya.